secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them. There's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gamecocks offense will go to work first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab, it's Brown. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They think there's room to run to the right here. Gets it past the marker. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Takes the easy completion. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Oh, no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Missouri's offense will have its first possession of the game. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got a chance. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Powers through the defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Manning. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. All alone as he catches it. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Under fire. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys. And going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Sellers. Got his man on the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sellers. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Try to march their way in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this offense really struggled in the 1st half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Turning it on! The 20, 10. Touchdown, Tiger! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Manning.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on foot.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
First down on the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The sure hands, it's Harbor. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming at.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They booted away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. All by himself. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. There he goes! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Missouri! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to throw it. He wants to take the top off. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run this one off right tackle. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Now, a 4th down.
Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on 4th. If there's time to pad the stats. Flushed out of the pocket. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.